Hi, welcome to Wisdom with Grace Yoga. My name is Sophie. Today I have a gentle practice for you to help assist in any grief. So if you're here and you're experiencing grief, this practice is for you. Of course, this is for entertainment purposes and not a substitute for professional mental health care. And with that being said, let's start today in a child's pose. Bringing knees a little wider than the hips, toes to touch. Sit the hips back towards the heels. Rest the forehead onto the mat. Reach the palms forward. If the forehead doesn't come to the mat, bring the head right onto a block, or you can even stack the hands one on top of the other. Taking a big, beautiful, nourishing breath in and out. Settling in here, allowing the floor to fully support you and hold you here. Connecting to the breath, observing the body, coming into the witness, the compassionate observer. So if you're dealing with any grief today, I want you to allow yourself to grieve. Give yourself the permission to grieve. Let go of any expectations of what that may look like. Let go of any anticipation of needing it to stop or having a time limit on how long it will take. Accepting and surrendering into our painful feelings is not always easy. But necessary to get relief. And taking an inhale. Exhale, slowly lift the torso up, coming right just partly up, walking the hands over to the right, gently pressing back through the left hip, releasing the forehead back down to the mat. Finding a nice gentle opening through the left side of the body. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, gently lifting the torso up, walking the hands back to center, lengthening through the spine. And inhale, coming up slightly, walking hands over to the left, gently pressing back through the right hip. I heard from a therapist that the hardest type of grief is really the grief of the experience that never was, that whatever that experience or that thing that we lost could have given you is what we're grieving. And then inhale, back to center. Pausing here in our child's pose just for a moment. And inhale, coming forward, coming to a tabletop position. Bring knees underneath the hips, hands underneath the shoulders, fingers are gently spread. Moving into a few gentle cat-cows. Inhale, the belly drops, the tailbone lifts. Gently drag the hands towards the knees. Chest pulls through the shoulders. Gaze lifts towards the forehead. Exhale, round through the spine. Chin to chest. Inhale. Belly is soft. Tailbone lifts. Gaze lifts. Exhale, first the tailbone. Then moving through the spine. Then the chin. Letting all the air release. Finding the inhale before moving back into your cow tilt. Exhale. Cat. And then coming back to seated onto your heels, grabbing a block underneath you. If you're feeling any numbness or tingling sensations, then obviously don't stay here. You can also just come right up to your knees if this is too much to sit onto your heels. No sharp shooting pains. And inhale, reach the fingertips to the sky, lifting through the sides of the waist, lengthening the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale. Exhale, reach the right hand towards the floor, left hand reaches towards the sky, and then side bend over to the right side. If your hand doesn't reach the floor, you can simply keep your hand right onto your hip. Inhale. Exhale, start to circle the hand forward, finding some rotations here through the shoulder. Gazing towards the right armpit. And then inhale, gaze is neutral, reaching the hands up towards the sky once more, lifting, finding the sides of the waist, lifting ears away from shoulders. Inhale, exhale, gently release the left hand down, right hand first reaching to the sky and then up and over, rainbowing the hand over. Finding a nice opening through the right side body. Inhale, exhale, start to circle out the hand forward. Gazing towards the left armpit. And then returning back to center. Inhale, reach the palms up towards the sky. Lift through the base of the spine. Find length through the tailbone. Exhale, twisting open to the right, gently hugging the low belly in. Release the hands down. If the right hand doesn't reach the floor, back behind you, gently release the hand back behind your back, thumb facing up. And try to avoid leaning back into this posture. Inhale, lengthen here. Exhale, find the twist right through the rib cage, all the way up the spine, all the way into your gaze. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, keep the torso right where it is. Spin the head over to the left shoulder. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, returning the torso back to center. Reach the hands up. Exhale, twisting open to the left. Gently hugging in the low belly. Exhale, find that nice, deep, nourishing twist. Gaze over the left shoulder. Keep the torso right where it is. Inhale, exhale, spin the gaze right over the right shoulder. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, returning back to center. Coming right back to hands and knees. Coming right onto your elbows into a forearm plank. Elbows directly underneath the shoulders. You can stay right here onto your knees, letting the hips sink down, or tuck the back toes under and lift the knees up off the floor, coming right up to a forearm plank. Gently walk the toes right back underneath the heels. Energetically pull the outer hips in. Gently find that lift right from heart space. Gently lift the back of the skull towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale, drop the knees down, drop the thighs down, drop the belly down. Peel the heart through the arms. Release the tops of the feet to the mat into Sphinx. So in our Sphinx, you'll see my shoulders are directly over the elbows. If this feels like too much crunchiness, sharp shooting pains through the low back, that's not what we want. So simply walk the elbows a little bit forward, coming into an alligator pose. Otherwise, just stay here. Gently pull the hands towards the feet, draw the chest forward. Notice if you're holding a lot, gripping a lot through the glutes, see if you can relax the glutes. Inhale and exhale. Start to walk the left hand to the corner of the right mat. Bend through the right knee. Using this left arm as a support here, reaching the right arm up and back, perhaps grabbing for the toes. And start to pull the right heel down towards the outside of the right hip. And then slowly release the right foot back down, coming back through to Sphinx. Pausing here. Inhale. And exhale. And then walking the right fingertips towards the left corner. Bending through the left knee. Gently circling that left hand back, reaching for the right foot. You can pull the heel close until you find that stretch and opening through the left quadricep. And I didn't say this before on the other side, so if you want to rewind and do the other side, but I'll show this on this side. If you need more, you can walk that right hand underneath you and come up to more of a stretch, but that's only if that feels appropriate in your body. Breathing here, belly soft, jaw soft. And then slowly release the left hand down, coming right onto your belly, bringing one hand on top of the other as a pillow for your forehead. Bending through the knees, bring the knees a little wider than the hips, begin to windshield wiper the legs back and forth. And then from here, reach the fingertips forward, walk the feet back. Sorry, I'm distracted by falling trees on me. And then walk the hips back, chin to the mat. Root the feet into the floor, the tops of the feet. Start to feel the kneecaps lift up off the floor. Inhale. Exhale, sweep the hands back behind you like you're swimming through water. Lift the torso off the floor. Keep the feet grounded. Half Samastah. Inhale, see if you can lift a little bit higher. Exhale, hold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, hold. Smooth and steady breath. Inhale. And exhale, release down. Bring one hand on top of the other. Forehead to the hands. Keeping the hips steady. Relax the legs and maybe start to windshield the forehead back and forth, giving your forehead a little bit of a massage. And from here, finding stillness, bending through the knees, flex through the feet. See if you can lift just one leg up off the floor, feeling the thigh lift up off the floor. If it's still touching the floor, don't worry about it. It's just this action, this direction that we want to head in. Inhale, exhale, release the right leg down, and then lifting the opposite leg up off the floor. Imagine you're trying to push the ceiling away. And then release. Bring your knees wide and windshield wiper the legs back and forth. Perhaps adding in the head and neck into the movement. See if you can move the head the opposite direction of the feet. Sort of a little challenge here. I don't think I'm doing it. There we go. And then walk the knees back about hips distance apart. Reach the fingertips forward. Moving into our full Samastah. So walk the hips back. Inhale, exhale. This time lift everything up off the floor. All you got. Inhale, lift. See if you can lift and lengthen the legs higher than the head. Inhale. Exhale, hold. Inhale. Use that chest. Imagine there's someone pressing the right between your shoulder blades, pulling you up. A little bit of a fish hook there. Inhale. Exhale, hold. Inhale, lift everything you got. Exhale, hold. Inhale, one more. You got this. Exhale, release everything down, bringing one cheek to the floor. Breathing in. Feeling that glorious heartbeat. And then coming back to center, turning the left ear over the shoulder. So it's not the thing that we lost that we feel the pain about. It's the experience that thing could have given us. And then coming back to center, Samastah, the posture we just did, is an option. Otherwise, we're going to come into full bow pose. Bow posture. Reaching for the inside of the ankles if possible. Otherwise, the outside is perfectly okay. It just works the shoulders a little bit differently. Inhale, lifting everything up off the floor. Gaze is forward and neutral. Inhale, reach it high. Exhale, release everything down. Great job. Bringing the hands to either side of you, pressing up and back. Coming right to a child's pose once more. This time, if you want to, you can give yourself a little hug, pulling the fascia of the back forward and resting here in your child's pose. Hug. And releasing. Coming to a seat, to lying on your back. Wrapping the knees into your chest, give yourself a little hug. Elbows are soft. And then bringing the knees wide, happy baby pose, flex through the feet. Imagine standing onto the ceiling, reaching in between your legs, either peace fingers around big toes. If this is too hard, you feel you're rounding up through the spine, then just simply grab to the hamstrings. If you need a little bit more, and you can keep the shoulders rooted down towards the earth, then grab for the outer edges of the feet. And you can find stillness here as I'm doing, or maybe start to slowly rock back and forth, perhaps straightening through one leg, inviting a little play into your happy baby. And then releasing the knees, come back to the chest. Grabbing onto the right knee, extend the left leg long, flex through the left foot. With the left hand, draw the left knee over to the right. Keep both shoulders planted down. Perhaps gaze towards the right hand. So this doesn't have to be a big movement. Just finding a nice gentle twist. Inhale. And exhale, slowly drawing the knee back to center. Bring the left knee in to meet it. Hands onto the left knee, extend the right leg long, flexing through both feet. Inhale and exhale, slowly drawing the right knee over to the left. Arm is out, left arm is out of T. Gaze towards the sky. If it feels okay in your neck, gaze towards the left fingers. Inhale, drawing the left knee back to center. Bring the soles of the feet to the mat. Bringing the soles of the feet together, knees wide apart. If you have a bolster, you can perhaps bring the torso right on top of a bolster for your Supta Baddha Konasana. You can bring blocks or blankets underneath the knees if you need a little bit of extra support here. If you like the stretch of the groin, then keep the knees without support and stay here as long as you like. This concludes your practice today. Thank you for joining me. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti Hi. Om Peace, Peace, Peace. May you find peace in mind, peace in body, and peace in spirit. Namaste. Thank you for liking and subscribing. It helps to grow the channel and lets me know you want to see more videos like this. Links are below. Thanks for watching.